Dom here from Essential RC. Thanks for tuning in for this video. So it's been a while since we've used Microsoft Flight Simulator. A lot has happened the last few months. A rewrite of the graphics engine behind the sim and several new aircraft. The first that we're going to be looking at is the BAe Systems Hawk T1. You can use several schemes, but of course I've selected the Red Arrows scheme. The Red Arrows display team have been using the BAe Hawk since 1979. I've seen them display several times myself. They are quite amazing how they fly, but they are the best of the Royal Air Force, so no great surprise. So let's have a quick look around. You can see the amazing detail on this model. Just Flight have a reputation for producing some fantastic scale aircraft for various sims, and more recently Microsoft Flight Simulator. So you can see I've got the steps are there ready for the crew to get on board. We've got the flags and covers. You can see there at the rear for the engine exhaust and the chocks as well on the mains. But let's jump into the cockpit. Let's get this Hawk started up. So cockpit, high fidelity cockpit. So there's a lot of clickable buttons and dials and switches in this cockpit. To start up, we could go through the checklist, of which there are several steps to get started, pre-flight checks and all that type of stuff. I'm going to cheat for the sake of time. So but let's go down here first. The first thing I do need to do is to remove the covers and flags, and we'll get rid of the steps. So they have now disappeared. You can see the cover for the engine has gone as well. So I can do auto start by using Control E. Takes about 30 seconds for the engine to start up, and we'll get a nice heat haze out of the exhaust. There we go. Our cockpit, our pilot is in the cockpit. So take off the rudder and nose steering lock. Looks like we're ready to go. So let's taxi to the runway after we have closed up the canopy. And lock. Ooh, look at that. You know what I forgot? Chocks. Won't be going anywhere very quickly with the chocks there, so let's remove those. Bit of power, brakes off, and we're rolling. So we're at London Heathrow, and we are going to take a short trip to London City Airport and explore the flight characteristics of this Hawk along the way. Incoming traffic. Just let him pass. All clear. Onto the runway. Brakes on, powering up. Although what I should do is need some flaps down for takeoff, and we're ready. Powering up. 3, 2, 1, release brakes, full power. On the stick, gear up. Flaps up. Throttling back. Windsor Castle on our right. Let's bank right. So of course the Red Arrow's display team use a huge amount of smoke in their routines. So let's do that. Red smoke selected, and we should see that out of the back. Looks good. Back over London Heathrow. And London, central London in front of us. So let's execute a loop, shall we? So powering up, full throttle, shallow dive. And pulling back on the stick. Over the top. Throttling back. Powering up. And roll. Tendency to overspeed quite easily. Now we've got the Thames diving down. Deploying air brake. You can hear that, nice sound effects. Air brake back in. More air brake. Houses of Parliament on the left, and the Eye on the right. Tower Bridge in the distance, and the Shard on the right. HMS Belfast. Unfortunately, you can't fly through Tower Bridge. Canary Wharf. O2 and down the runway at London City Airport. So about 400 knots. Let's carry out this way, and then we're going to form a loop and come back in and land. Powering up. Pulling over to power off and half roll, brake out, gear down. Flaps. Bring it down to 200 knots. More flap. Not bad. Not bad landing. Flaps. Smoke off. So there we go. Thanks for watching this demo of the new BAe Hawk T1 from justflight.com. We'll be reviewing more aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator in the very near future. But thanks for watching this one. If you've enjoyed it, then please subscribe. Please, if you do, please click on the bell icon for notifications of our future uploads and live streams. And what would really help is if you click on like. Click that thumbs up. Makes a big difference to our videos being seen by other interested users of YouTube. See you next time.